What's up, everybody? Willie G in the building, Fight Gods podcast. I'm joined by Brandon BC Carle. I'm joined by Ben the Stash Doucette. We're waiting on Nico. He'll be here in a little bit. Brandon, what's going on, bro?
What up, boss?
Chilling, man. Chilling. You doing all right?
Can't call it.
That's what's up. Ben, what's going on, man?
Karen super low.
Just reading about this cat that spear tackled Seth Rollins last night on Raw. I'm finding out his motives literally as we speak. So we'll talk about that.
Yeah, hell yeah. Uncle Chili Willie said that was what's his name that got released? Lee or Kevin not Kevin Lee. What's the dude that just got released by WWE? Keith Lee. Yeah. Keith Lee. He said it was Keith Lee back to take some revenge for getting cut, man. But yeah, well, I don't know, Matt. That was some crazy stuff. He looks like. Go ahead.
No, you go ahead.
Okay. And no, I was gonna say, you remember the one dude that always sits in the front row and he always makes like the crazy faces? It kind of looked like that dude, but you couldn't really get a good look at him on TV from behind, you know.
So the more I'm looking at it, okay, so we all saw what happened. He came from around the back and he like spear tackled Rollins, and Rollins kind of like held him there until more people came, and then obviously he left. So this kid released a video on Instagram this morning saying that he had personal beef with this guy, and then he drops Seth Rollins's like given name, like his real name, and then he goes on to say that he's cousins with Roman Reigns. So he did what he had to do. And then he literally says, I did it for Rikishi. I did it for The Rock. I did it for the Bloodline. Okay, so now I'm reading this right here. And what it says this Eliza Spencer apparently was catfished by someone who had a fake Seth Rollins account. And he gave this fake Seth Rollins account money. And so this cat's like blaming the real Seth Rollins. And dude, it's wild. This whole thing's wild.
Why would Seth Rollins want money? That's the first ridiculous part about that. I mean, that's kind of crazy, but man, I don't know. But yeah, Brandon, what did you think about that, man? That's pretty crazy, huh?
I thought it was me when I first seen it. I was like, what the fuck am I doing in Brooklyn?
Hey, it could have been, man.
I wouldn't have let him front face lock me though. Fuck that.
Yeah,
gotta get out of there. As soon as you hit him, you should have got out of there.
Yep.
MVP posted on his Instagram. Seth is a few quick hip movements from putting this dude unconscious. If the referees hadn't tackled the dude when they did, he was probably going to be out anyway. Seth Rollins is Seth Rollins is a world-class professional athlete that knows how to take care of himself. Don't jump the barricade; it will never end up well for you.
Bro,
I told my brother the same shit. I was like, he's lucky it was a ref there and not another wrestler, because they would have dusted him off.
Oh yeah, well, the picture shows Seth with like an arm-in guillotine that he's like using to hold the guy in place, and then it shows the referee like jumping on top of him. But yeah, dude, if that was another worker like walking up the ramp with him, that dude would have been over.
It looked to me like the dude popped his head out like right out of the front headlock, man. Are you sure the referee was there like before the dude got out? Because he looked like he just plowed right through him.
From the image that I'm looking at right now, like online, it shows the dude in like you can't see it because I'm looking at another image on a phone, but it shows the referees touching the dude before his head is out of Seth's grip.
Really?
I think the referee touching the cat is what made Seth like let go, because I mean, dude, this guy was going nowhere.
Yeah.
He got mauled by the right after that.
Yeah, he did, man. He did. But damn, like, I don't even know, man. Shit was just crazy to me. I don't even know. Me and Ben were talking about it off the air. I never got attacked during a match, Brandon, but I did try to fight a fan one time. Because he was just pulling some bullshit at a show, man. It's not really important why, but he was pulling some bullshit at a show, and I checked him. We went outside, man, and like it was a whole big deal, man. But here, let's see. I got those pictures, Ben. Let me go ahead and throw them up on the screen. So this is the picture you're talking about.
Yeah.
Why's that dude, Brandon? Why's the dude gotta be showing butt crack, man? Come on, man. That's not a good look, bro.
Listen, that's how they make shorts these days. They don't make pants for big dudes no more.
They really don't, man. You're right. Hey, but look at this picture, man. Looks like he's I don't even know, man. he's crotch to face on Seth Rollins.
You would think of a heel would know how to do a better low blow than that.
Yeah, for real, man. Like I don't think Seth Rollins can fight, man. For real.
Punch him. I wouldn't forearm him. I just punch his dick.
Yeah, for real. I mean, I don't know. Seth Rollins didn't look like he knew what to do, for real. I'm just being completely honest with you, man. And I think that's like, go ahead. What were you gonna say?
I think it's mostly because if he puts, I mean, even if he's defending himself, right? If he puts his hand on this guy, there could be shit happening. You know, I mean, he needs to try to defend himself without physically assaulting this guy back, right? Because of who he is and like what position he holds in and stuff like that. Like, I mean, I remember. I mean, you said it yourself. Like at show, if we had actually fought these people at a show, like that's a bad look for the company. So
it is, but man, hold up. Hey, that is true. But look, here's the thing, man. Once that dude got where he was, I mean, hey, it's all fair game. Check this out, Ben. I'm gonna show you. I mean, I'm sure you've seen this before, but this is what I always go back to, bro. And if the boss's son could do it, man, why can't Seth Rollins, right? That's what I'm saying,
just
man.
about to ask you about that, if you remember seeing this.
Yeah.
When he sparks this, dude.
Yeah. Triple H fucked that dude up, and that's what Seth Rollins should have done or been able to do. I mean, Triple H is like messing this dude up for real. Like,
yeah, but with the way
stuff goes nowadays, dude, though.
Hey, look at the ref. Go ahead. What were you saying, Brandon?
Nah, I was saying the ref was getting his kicks in.
They were horrible kicks too, but they were hilarious. Oh my gosh, man. Hey, Triple H hit him again while security's holding him, bro. Triple H was ruthless right there, bro. All I'm saying is, though, for real, like, I think that's a problem with this generation of pro wrestling, for real.
Will, your mic is mad low. I can barely hear you.
Really? What the heck is going on? Let me see.
Maybe it's my shit, but I can barely hear you.
Ben, can you hear me good or no?
Oh, yeah, I hear you good.
Okay. No, I was saying is that's one of the issues with this generation of pro wrestlers, man. It's not like it used to be, like big tough dudes like The Undertaker, Stone Cold, The Rock, people that you looked at and you're like, oh yeah, this dude's been in some fights in his life. Now we have people like Seth Rollins, Kenny Omega, John Moxley that don't really look like they like have been in an actual fight. You got CM Punk who got his ass whipped in the UFC twice. Like, just people, how are they supposed to put on a show that looks like they're in a fight if they've never actually been in a fight? And I think you got a lot of weird like internet dudes in this generation of wrestling, and I think that's not good, man, because I don't think they really know how to defend themselves the right way. I might be wrong, but that's just my take. And I don't think that Seth Rollins has probably ever been in a fight in his life, just realistically. But BC, I mean, what do you think, man?
Why you disrespecting man? Say you never been in a fight before. Everybody been in a fight before.
Okay, maybe. Listen, if this was the 90s, right, or even up till 2005, do you think that if that was, let's say, Kurt Angle, Chris Benoit, John Cena, Triple H, Stone Cold, The Rock, The Undertaker, Kane, do you think any of those guys would have got tackled by this dude?
If he owed me money, yeah.
I don't think this dude was tackling any of
his tackle form wasn't great, but I mean, shit, fuck it. You kind of coming up the ramp, it's anything goes.
Man. Hey, Ben, I was going to tell you real quick. The funniest thing, and Brandon, I'm sure you've seen it, but the funniest thing is like that dude trying to get into the ring to fight one of the wrestlers. If you catch somebody coming into the ring, because that's happened on some shows I've been on too, they're so like, they're wide open to get kicked right in the face because they're coming up at you and you're already standing on that ground. It's like somebody coming up a hill, man. You could just kick them right in the face and knock them back down the hill backwards. And that's just crazy to me that that people think they actually could jump in the ring and do good in a fight.
You got to give him the Obi-Wan Kenobi. Tell him you got the high ground.
Hell yeah. Ben, did you ever see any did any fans jump in the ring not while you were wrestling? I think you said no, but on like shows you were on and stuff like that?
Oh yeah, so I remember one show specifically, like our company's baby, like top babyface, was in a tag match, and his partner obviously bailed, so he was going to have to fight these two dudes on one. And he's cutting this promo, and he's like, "Oh, if I have to get a fan to help me, I will." Well, at this moment, there's this hippie dude in the front row, like takes his shirt off, takes his shoes off, slides in the ring, and starts like pacing over towards the heels. So like, luckily, like the guy, the other worker, like thought quickly and was like, "Oh, hold on, man! Like we got to tag in and out." And like as soon as the guy like got on the apron and like to stand there and tag, he's like, "No, I'm good. You can get down," and like push the dude off the apron.
That's kind of funny, man.
You sure it wasn't Necro Butcher?
It might have been.
Might have been.
That's the Nico Butcher, man. We changed it up, bro. Don't you remember? It's the Nico Butcher.
I have.
You got to have a good nickname.
Hey,
I remember all 150 Pokemon, but I can't remember that.
I feel you, man. Hey, Ben, have you ever been on a show with Necro Butcher?
No, there was not a market for him up this way.
Okay, I mean he's from up north. That's why I was wondering. But yeah, I got you, man.
His style of wrestling never quite clicked up here.
I feel you, man. Yeah, I never was on a show with him either. I was on shows with a lot of down south dudes, but never that guy. I mean, I know he's up north, but Brandon, this picture right here, man. You don't remember this? It's Nico the Butcher, bro. Nico the Butcher.
I remember.
Damn, my neck looks fat on CM Punk's body, man. I mean, I have a kind of big neck, but damn, my neck.
Seeing Nico in jean shorts is hilarious.
He's got some ugly feet, bro. We gotta send that dude to the salon, man. But yeah. So anyway, let's get into it. While we're waiting on Nico, we'll talk about a couple stories from the news. For one, Colby Covington is out there talking all that shit about Masvidal again. He said today, I'm telling you guys the truth. He went to the gym to train last Saturday doing some sparring. Not last Saturday, but the Saturday before, 8 days ago. And he went to sparring at the gym, gets his ribs fractured, leaves the gym crying, and goes to the doctor, gets x-rays. They determine he's fractured ribs. He's a fragile little bitch. He's a brittle little bitch. He tried to talk to me about being fragile. That's the most fragilest guy on the fucking roster. The guy's a complete little joke, and it's pretty funny. I think he's finding out that he's a nobody. He's a bum, and that's the reason people are telling me what's going on with him. He tried to keep it a secret. He didn't want to tell the media. He didn't want people to know, but now they know because of Colby Chaos Covington. I'll leave it at that. I mean, there's more later on that he said, but man, he's really jockeying for that fight, huh?
I hate that fucking guy, man.
Seems like everybody does, man, but he's still exciting to watch. That's the thing, man. And look,
same token, we just watch him get punched in the face.
Exactly. I was gonna say either you want to watch him win or you want to watch him get his ass.
It's like Mayweather. People gonna love him. Yeah. People gonna hate him. Me personally, if you asking me, if you want my personal opinion, I hate that motherfucker, man. He's mad aggravated.
Who?
Colby. We're getting beat up. We're getting mad, hype for the cameras and shit. I understand promo, but dog, put a fight together. Win.
Yeah. I mean, that's true. Hey, Nico, we're just talking about Colby talking all that shit about Masvidal.
First things first, man. Congratulations to Will. He stomped me out.
Oh, it's all good, man.
I'm sorry I'm late, my guys.
All good. How you doing today, bro?
Picks, Daddy.
Thank you, man. Thank you. How you doing today? All right?
I'm doing all right, man, but we're not overlooking that, man. When somebody slays you, you got to come in here. You got to hang your head low. You got to shut up. You got to have a moment of silence for yourself. and let me rest in peace. You know, that shit is over with, Will. Don't
like I've had to do for the whole year so far.
I'm coming back. Yo, I tell you while I'm on the block and I save you with a slap, I'm finna stomp your ass out on these next picks.
Hey, but Nico, here's the thing, though. You got to remember, I told you I was gaining on you. Like, no. We've been even the last, like, 5 fight cards. I said, I know, but coming from losing, and now I'm even with you.
I got to eat my crow now. No.
Yeah.
You
but it's all good. It's all good, man.
What's up, Brandon?
I'm trying to figure out this lighting situation over here.
Look, man, if I could tell you one thing, man, it's I knew you would have a blunt just sparked up when I signed on here, man. I knew you were the real one. You don't have a champion role.
Hell yeah.
Yeah, I would have rolled one for you too if you wasn't on daddy duties.
Yeah, I know, brother. I'm coming to see you. I'm coming out your way. Ben,
that's what's up.
Look at me acknowledging you as well. Something that Will didn't do for Brandon last time we was on this show.
Bro, I always do. Ben? Always do.
I got something to say to you off camera, Nico.
About Will, right?
No. About Will, what?
About Will, right? About this guy.
I'd say it in front of Will because he's right there. His expression will be hilarious.
Nice.
I don't have nothing to say about Will.
Nice.
Brandon, look, he's talking all that shit, and he can say what he wants. Watch the end of the episode after you left last week. Pure disrespect from Nico, man. He was running his mouth. Go watch it, bro. Go watch it. Nico says it was me.
Wait.
But hell no.
Let me show you some real shit though. I did. I cut full promo on Brandon after he left the show.
See,
because I'm a real one. I'll admit to it. You didn't ask him like 3 questions, bro.
Because he was with customers, bro.
Nah. You still won't even own up.
BC, weren't you with customers?
My phone died.
His phone died, man.
No. Wait. Let me. My phone stopped charging. It got too hot, and then it turned me off the. It took me off the app.
And then that's when I cut the promo on Brendan. But you, to his face, did not ask him questions on several
Didn't you have
occasions.
customers coming in and out all night the other night? I was trying to do
mad aggravating. Like,
see,
I gotta be working and shit, and people just be coming into my job and shit. Shit is aggravating.
You don't have to do this. You don't have
to. Nico's over there trying to start some lotto. For real, man. Trying to win the lotto. But Nico, look, I made a statement a few minutes ago, but BC didn't really like it too much, man. I'm going to tell you what I said. I said that I think that this generation of wrestlers are very soft. I think that most of them have never been in a fight in their life. And I said, and that's why Seth Rollins got tackled.
Wait.
And I said, but back in the day, hold on. I said, but back in the day, would you have seen like Chris Benoit get tackled like that, or Kurt Angle, or Undertaker, Stone Cold, The Rock, John Cena? Hell no, they wouldn't have ended up on their back laid out, man. Seth Rollins looked like a little girl getting tackled.
No, bullshit. You didn't see what I saw then.
Because he put him in a front headlock? Is that what you're talking about?
Wait, bullshit. It wasn't a front headlock. First of all, he went for a guillotine out of butterfly guard. He elevated the man over his head with one leg. He framed with his right hand, slid out the back, and threw a kick at his head. While he was being blindsided, down the ramp. After doing the whole
you're giving him too much credit. No, watch the dude's dude's momentum.
He did a 3-minute spot with Finn Balor. Mm-hmm. He went absolutely crazy. He was walking up that ramp, having done a round, probably exhausted, and he got bullshit tackled. He didn't even go on his back. He sat down into a butterfly guard with the guillotine applied. The refs got on them. He elevated with the right leg.
The refs did get on him.
The right leg. Elevated with
Look
the
at
right
that
leg,
picture.
Framed out. He's framing. He's
look
framing.
At him.
He's framing. He's framing, and that man is grabbing his hair. He's framing.
He's literally grabbing the dude's nuts right there, man. Look at him.
He is not grabbing his nuts. He is framing.
That's a forearm. I mean,
that is a guillotine attempt. That's
a guillotine attempt
with
this
butterfly
dude
guard.
Blew right
through. Ref out there sus as hell.
What'd you say?
The ref out there being sus.
The
Nico,
ref didn't help at all.
Why's the butt crack got to be showing though? That's what I was asking these guys, man.
I don't know, man.
You're not supposed to grab another man's love handles, man. It's crazy.
He was actually helping the dude. He was blocking the love handle from the camera.
Too many people hating on Seth. My homies in the group chat was hating on Seth as well. Everybody saying that he didn't do what he was supposed to do. Yes, the fuck he did. He was tackled going down the ramp. What's the first thing you do when somebody shoots a double leg on you in UFC? Bullshit. If you don't see it coming, well, if they're already in on your legs, what do?
You pull guard.
You pull guard. You look for the submission attempt. He had butterfly guard. He had a guillotine on.
Bro, it wasn't a butterfly guard. This dude was.
Bro, if your legs are inside, if your legs are inside of his legs, and you elevate with your right leg, it's a butterfly guard.
Nico, look at that's a mount.
Bro,
he pretty much has a mount.
No, it's not. He already kicked
until
him
this
over.
Dude is
he
pulling,
elevated him over. He already elevated him over with the right leg. If I pull up my still frames, this is going to be a completely different picture that we're painting here.
I don't know about all that, man. That's kind of.
It is. It is what it is. It's a fact.
That man tried to hit. He tried to hit. Rollins like he stole the egg.
Maybe he did,
and
bro.
He didn't even flag.
He was trying to get that title championship shot.
Did they
maybe
find
that
out?
Excuse me.
Maybe that cat stole the egg.
If I tackle you and you sit on your butt, you don't hit the flat of your back. What are you gonna say about my tackle?
What am I gonna say if I'm sitting on my butt?
On your butt. You didn't hit the flat of your back. I didn't lay you down.
What am I gonna say about it?
Yeah. What type of tackle is that? That's a gore?
Shitty one.
That's a spear?
Nah, it's just a shitty one.
It's a shitty one. It was shit.
Hey. I mean,
I told you Willie had the advantage because Seth was going up the hill. Seth was going up the ramp.
Uphill, and
he was coming downhill.
He had to go down no matter what.
Hey, do you know Brandon said he thought the dude was? He thought it was himself on TV.
Oh.
He did, man.
Yeah, I thought you was
astral projection, baby.
Uncle Chili thought it was Keith Lee coming back because he got cut, man.
Bro,
the Bearcat.
They should have left the cameras on, honestly.
I mean, yeah, that wouldn't have been bad.
That would have drove your ratings up.
Yeah, for real. I mean, you're right about that.
Or
hey,
the announcers shouldn't try and get back on the topic. They should talk about what's going on. When we see streakers run across the field in football and soccer and all this shit, we got to listen to the announcers talk about this fan who's going crazy right now. We should get the same respect.
Yeah, for real. I mean, that's true, man. And even Joe Rogan, man, when somebody steals like the UFC hats, he always like makes a big deal out of it. You remember that when people used to steal the hats of fighters? Joe Rogan would talk about it. Anyway, we're gonna get back into the wrestling here in a minute. Oh yeah, real quick. Did they tell you who stole the egg? I told you I fell asleep after like 5 minutes of Raw. All I saw was Vince McMahon talking about it. Huh?
Austin Theory
stole the egg.
I guess, yeah.
There was zero payoff to that. There's zero payoff to that story.
How did they figure out it was him?
Sami Zayn.
He brought the egg back in there and was like, I wanted to take a selfie with it, but there was too much security, so I took it.
And then Vince McMahon rewarded him with the title match against
it was like,
he had a
it was like the most childish little kid excuse of all time.
Vince goes, if you bring the person to me, you'll get the title shot. Sammy brings him to him, and he doesn't get the title shot.
Oh, Sammy didn't get the title shot?
No.
No, Austin Theory did.
Oh, Jesus.
Vince said nobody likes a snitch. He was keeping it 100.
That's actually kind of funny, man.
He wanted to say nigga again, though.
Oh,
he wanted to say it again. Nobody likes a snitch, nigga.
Hey, well, look, you know what?
My nigga.
While we're on it, let's just talk about Survivor Series now.
Will said, "Let's move on."
No. While we're on wrestling, let's just go ahead and talk about the Survivor Series. Then we'll talk about UFC. That's what I'm saying, man. But no, that is classic stuff right there. The whole John Cena thing. Hey,
my brother said flat out, if he ever see Booker T in the streets, he's slapping him.
Who did?
My brother. He said Booker got to pay for that.
Get out of here, man. Your brother, bro, Booker T.
That's what my brother said. My brother said Booker got to pay for that.
I hope your brother doesn't ever try to come good on that.
That's a man of God saying that. That's crazy.
Yeah. Booker T might slap your brother up, man.
Booker T did time. He was in the clink.
Right.
That's true.
He used to work at Burger King. You don't fuck with people who used to work at Burger King. They got some pent up frustration.
Who back there making oodles and noodles?
Yeah, oodles and noodles.
Ben, who is in the back making oodles and noodles, Ben?
That's nobody making oodles and noodles. It's my buddy doing dabs.
Oh, all right. Respect.
Oh, you got somebody with you, Ben?
Yeah, my buddy's in the background listening in.
Oh, okay. That's what's up.
He in the background making what's he making?
He's doing dabs.
Oh, all right.
Definitely chicken flavored noodles.
Definitely.
Is that what you think, Brandon?
I smell it.
Hey. Real quick, you guys, speaking of fan interactions, do you guys remember this one right here? I'm just wondering, was this shit supposed to happen, or is this just supposed to be fun? Like, the dude was just crazy as hell.
He come out start flexing?
Yeah. I don't even know, man. I think that's gotta be fake, right?
I heard he was really like backstage. He was really wasn't supposed to happen.
Mm-hmm.
But Batista make it look like it was a work.
Yeah, I got you.
Even though at the same time it's fucking Batista, he wasn't scared of that little dude. Like, what the fuck is going on?
He could have kicked that dude in the back of the head.
See, man, that's not hood approved, Ben.
No.
That's all I got.
Come on, Ben.
Real noodles.
You gotta have
those are the ones you gotta make when you got a date and you'd be like, yo, you want some chow mein?
Yeah.
Yeah, dude, that's exactly
you can't pull out the oodles and noodles on the first date. You gotta pull out the oodles and noodles after she stay over. So she know
the ramen. You need the chicken ramen, man, not oodles and noodles. You gotta have the top ramen, bro. 20 cents a pack. Get 5 for $1. That's what you need, man.
What about this? I got this thing.
Hey, that now you're getting somewhere,
See,
man.
I told you that chicken. I told you.
Yeah, he did. Hey, but anyway, let's talk about Survivor Series. BC, what'd you think of Survivor Series, man?
Boo, nigga.
Boo. All right, Ben.
I mean, it rolled out how I figured it was gonna roll out for the most part.
Yeah.
You know that Raw is not looked at as a show that has the superior writers or the superior stories. So being that they are still their top brand, I guess, they're gonna have to be like, okay, Raw's better than SmackDown. Watch Raw. You know what I mean? And if at the end of the day nobody's really a loser at the end of the night, you put over your best talent.
Yeah. That's true. I mean,
I was more surprised by last night, honestly, but I don't want to jump to that. My bad. I was more surprised by the title changes last night than I was at Survivor Series.
Yeah.
Or the match results ever Survivor Series.
Yeah. Ben, what do you think of Survivor Series?
I mean, the matches were pretty good. But I just felt like, they took kind of a giant dump all over SmackDown. I mean, outside of the match that everyone knew Roman was gonna win, like Raw won everything. You know what I mean? And my problem with the Roman match was like, you're gonna have Big E lose clean. I mean,
yeah,
you couldn't have done anything else other than that. Roman's already the strongest guy in the business for them. Like, he didn't need protection of any kind.
Yeah.
You could have introduced Roman's next title challenger as a guy that, screwed him over somehow. Like, they could have done anything other than what they did. I mean, Big E's already having a hard enough time being taken seriously because he won't drop the comedy gimmick. Like,
yeah, that's true. Look, I thought they should have had some kind of fucked up finish where Paul Heyman cost Roman the match. Because look, Big E had so much more to gain than Roman did by winning the match.
Absolutely.
He would have gained so much. That would have made him a lot stronger. Look, hey, BC, I see you're shaking your head, but look, man, Big E, his title reign kind of sucks, man.
But look, if he would have beat Roman, he would have had to beat him clean, correct?
No, I said have Paul Heyman cost him the match. Look, how about this?
That's not going to put over E, though.
It would.
No.
You know how crazy that crowd would have went? They would have popped big, man. That would have put him over. Look, I gotta tell you exactly how they should have finished the match. The ref goes down. Paul Heyman's standing there with Roman's title. Big E gets into a tug of war with him. Roman comes up behind. Paul Heyman lets go. Bam. Hits Roman right in the face with the title. Big E goes for the pin. Referee gets up, pins him, man. Roman loses nothing, and Big E gains.
And Roman's going to be like, I lost because of fucking your incompetence. I didn't lose because of me, which is kind of true.
But fine. that would be irrelevant once they got back to their own shows. Like, it wouldn't matter how he lost once they got back there. Exactly. Like, my thought was, why bother mentioning Brock Lesnar's suspension being lifted if you're not going to do anything with it?
That's true, too.
Like, you could have had him come back, and even just him coming back and being on the fucking entrance ramp, distracting Roman long enough for Big E to hit him with a big ending. Like, you could have spotted this differently. I feel like Roman gains nothing by beating him clean.
Roman's the more believable champion, though.
He is. But
so him losing it's worse for him to lose. You know what I'm saying? Versus losing to somebody who actually drops the title.
Hasn't lost a single match in like 490 days. Like, him losing a match due to Brock Lesnar coming back isn't gonna be anything more than just people knowing that Lesnar's like next for the belt. I don't think it would have hurt him in any way. Like,
Nico, what do you think, man?
About the show?
About the show and what we're talking about, Brock and Big E.
I thought that they were really good matches. Ben Shinsuke won as well, so don't disrespect him like that.
You remember I said if they were smart, he would win.
Yeah, he did win. Granted, it was by disqualification, but he did win.
Was it really? I missed that match.
Yeah, it was. What's his name was playing the guitar and got underneath Damian's skin. I think that was a bit of a heel turn. If I'm being honest.
Oh shit! All right,
yeah, all right. It was a bit of a heel turn. He broke the guitar and then he smashed it into Boog's head and he smashed it into Shinsuke's head. So that was a good moment, I guess, for Damian. If he's gonna go this heel route, that would definitely spice up his character a little bit. I feel like we've been talking shit about him every time we get on the show. But all in all, I thought it was a decent show, man. Even though Raw did go over the majority of matches, I think that we all saw that coming. And Roman winning, we all saw that coming. Everybody sat up here and said Roman.
I didn't. I said Big E. Well, I really thought they were going to give him the rub, man.
Stop, man. Everybody said we knew what it was going to be.
I was really hoping
to be a monster right now. I think that they are still working towards this Rock fight. That's why he brought him in there with the egg, and he spoke about the Rock giving it to him and the Rock doing all this shit since being there, you know. And then Roman did the rock bottom in the match. It was a piss poor rock bottom, but he still went for it. So I feel like that's what they're gearing up towards. But they can't fuck around and have the Rock win that match because that does nothing for nobody. If Rock come back, it has to be to lose to Roman. So whoever is the next face that's going to take this title has something to really build them up. You fuck around and give the Rock the title and then he leaves. What does that do for the company? Not a fucking thing, man. Nothing. And we saw it once. We saw it once already back in the day when he did that with John Cena. They let the
back in 2013.
Yeah, man. So you can't do that again. You can't.
Yeah.
Even if it is supposed to be Big Cousin coming back and putting him in line, like I don't know if I like that the most.
Yeah, I mean, I feel you on that. Hey, did you guys think the same thing? I thought that the women's match was the best match of the night. So I thought Becky versus Charlotte was the best match ahead.
I could have told you that if we would have went on what we had did the last time with pay-per-views with what would we do, like take it to the bank or like bet it, guarantee it. It would have been that they were gonna have the best match of everybody.
That was a great match, man. That was so good.
And there was so much raw emotion with Charlotte hitting a backflip out the ring and then looking in the camera. I'm the best. Like that shit was real. She really.
But she's wrong, man. She stole that shit from Rose Namajunas, bro.
Time out. Facts. She did, but this has been going back and forth with UFC and WWE for like the past decade now, where they both take from one another, and you know that's what's going on right now. But she is the best, hands down. I don't care what anybody else is bringing to the table. I love Bianca. I love Becky. But Charlotte is the best in that ring.
You said like 2 weeks ago. I thought you said it was Dewdrop.
Stop bullshit, yo. This nigga full of shit, yo. You just blasphemy. You be throwing the craziest dirt on my name, man. Stop sullying my shit.
Man, you're switching things up too much, man.
First of all, I have never laughed at any of Amy Schumer's stand-up ever in my life. I don't even fuck with Amy Schumer like that. So you gotta chill out, my boy.
All right.
She looked like Amy Schumer ate Ronda Rousey.
She does. You're right. Hey, look, I'll tell you something that was ridiculous. That the 5-on-5 matches, they should have had SmackDown win both of them. If they're gonna have Raw win the world title, hold up. If they're gonna have Raw win so many matches, they could have at least had SmackDown win one of the 5-on-5s to make it 4-3. It didn't have to be 5-2. That's just fucking ridiculous.
Well, I mean, the women's one made sense, right? Because I kind of called it that Shotzi and Sasha would cause some kind of a ruckus and blah blah blah, and that would be kind of the end of their team. But if you're Team SmackDown versus Team Raw in the men's, this is your opportunity to take one of those 5 guys and make them a potentially viable candidate to challenge Roman Reigns next, right? Like you could make the next Sole Survivor be that, but you don't even give. I mean, shit, you didn't even give the nostalgia factor by letting Jeff Hardy get one. Like,
yeah, for real.
You completely shit the bed. I mean, that was my favorite match as far as like in-ring shit goes because I thought it was really well done. Like the match itself was good, but you shit the bed at the end. Like Seth Rollins, again, another guy that didn't need a win here. He didn't need to be the sole survivor. Like he's already basically the A guy on Raw. Like he didn't need the rub here.
That was the longest match of the night, by the way, 30 minutes.
Did you hear that they're getting heat because of that? Because some producer allowed all 10 guys to have their own entrance, so they ran long on time.
Oh, for real? No, I didn't even hear that, but that's pretty wild. Hey, I will tell you what I did hear. I heard pretty much all of us say Omos would win the Battle Royal last week. I know we talked about that. That was smart. That was good. I mean, they shouldn't even put AJ in the match, honestly, because they didn't have any kind of heat or anything like that with each other. Maybe they should probably just had him walk Omos down to the ring. That way AJ, doesn't have to get eliminated because it was a bunch of scrubs, pretty much. Besides him, Omos, and the whatchamacallit, the tag team. What are they called? Shit, I can't even think.
Street Profits.
Yeah, Street Profits, exactly. Them and Cesaro and AJ were pretty much, I feel like, the only real good wrestlers in the match. I mean, Dolph too, but whatever. Dolph's pretty much a jobber at this point.
We had Ricochet there.
Ricochet, man. Another guy who's never been in a fight in his life. Were you surprised by anything on the pay-per-view BC?
No.
What about you, Ben?
I'm surprised the Usos lost.
Yeah, well, I was too. What about you, Nico?
Did I say that the Usos were gonna win? I don't know if I thought that the Usos were gonna win because RK Bro is really over right now.
I think you said RK Bro. I know me and Ben both said the Usos.
Yeah, I think that Randy and Riddle are so over right now, man. And not to jump like Brandon said, not to jump, but last night was fucking hilarious.
I did see that match.
Like him,
and he ripped off the beard.
Rolling through in the full Randy regalia, yo. Like this boy is funny as shit.
I was so tired. I don't even remember. Who was it that he wrestled again? I saw it, but I can't even remember that Riddle wrestled last night.
It's Dolph Ziggler.
Okay, it's Dolph. Yeah.
You, man.
It was me, bro. I did it for The Rock.
For The Rock.
I did it for The Rock.
Yo, I don't know what surprised me, man. I'm just really disappointed in the lack of payoff with the egg. That's for damn sure. I don't like that, man. I kind of got my hopes up about that situation.
Yeah.
And I was kind of shocked that KO walked out of the match. I didn't expect him to just walk out like that.
I didn't expect that either.
But that's a testament to him as a character and performer as well, man, because he didn't even give a fuck about getting his shine in the ring. He got it elsewhere, and that was a talking point for me, man. I don't know.
I kind of knew he was going to. He cut that. Did you see that promo he cut on the pre-show?
Yeah, about being
exactly. He was like, "Oh, I'll do the right thing," and but it's like, yeah, I kind of knew he was going to do something crazy.
No.
Are they really trying to prime Austin Theory to be a main eventer and feud with Big E?
Hell yeah, they are, dude. He is Vince McMahon's wet dream.
Bro, that's a horrible idea this quick. I'm just going to be honest with you. It'll end up like Fandango. Watch.
Nah, man, they got to do that boy like EC3.
Exactly. Fandango too, bro. Like, he'll end up in like a comedy role in a few months, man. Look how hard they pushed Elias when he first came to the main roster.
No.
Now he's not even on TV.
It's crazy they pushed Theory.
What's that? It's crazy how they pushed what? Go ahead, BC.
It's crazy how they pushed Theory, and it's like basically just solely off of social media likes and shit like that. Yeah. But then they got rid of Bray, who's basically the most liked, and I assume the highest grosser that you had on the list. That's crazy.
Yeah, for real.
Facts.
What were you gonna say, Ben?
I was just saying, like, what separates Theory from some of those other guys is that Theory's he's a very good wrestler. He's a very good worker. Yeah. And the WWE is trying to make up for the fact that back when, like, that Me Too thing happened, they fired Austin Theory for rumors without, like, any of it being true. So I'm sure this is their, like, kissing his ass back for doing that.
I didn't even know that, man.
Yeah, there was some rumors that he was talking to young ladies, but I don't think any of it ever came out as true.
Ben, because I know he got titties.
He got
fondling some titties, man.
He started like
grooming. He was grooming.
Yeah, that was the rumor. Yeah, that was the rumor.
Isn't that why they fired what's his name? The guy that you like, Nico, for real. The
Velveteen.
No, Velvet. Yeah, Velveteen Dream, right? Because he was grooming it.
Well, he was sending dick pics, from what I understand.
That would be the guy right now. Yeah. That would be a Brandon. You know that's my dude. I still rock with Velveteen Dream. I stand by that man. Bring him.
Where is
back,
he at?
Man. Bring him back.
Is he anywhere now?
Not that I know of.
He would be great in Japan. Just to throw that out there, but just because
great anywhere because he's phenomenal.
He's a great wrestler.
Crazy stuff. Him and Leo. Who was it? Leo Rush. That was doing that crazy flip thing. Him and Leo Rush, man. They had some good high flying shit, man. But anyway, enough about the pay-per-view.
That's empty. There's nothing in it. Throw it out.
Ricochet.
No, I know. Yeah, Ricochet. Ricochet does some crazy flips too.
Nah, but Velveteen Dream had a feud with Ricochet, and Ricochet hit the front tuck out of the ring and landed on. Oh my God, that was the craziest shit I've ever seen in my life.
That was wild, man. You're right. I remember that.
Anything you can do, I could do better. Ricochet jumped and did a front flip out the ring and said, "Then do it." And that was honestly the most superhero-like shit I've ever seen take place in a ring.
Nice. That's what's up. All right, so let's talk a little bit about Raw last night. So we talked about the pay-per-view already. So you said you were surprised about it. BC, what were you surprised about?
I was surprised that Zelina and Carmella won the championship.
Wait, that was last night?
Yeah.
On Raw, yeah.
Oh, on Raw.
Won the tag titles.
Yeah. Carmella came out looking like a snack.
What the fuck is up with the face mask then? That's ridiculous. I mean, it's just the Cody
Rhodes thing. She's a gimp. She's in a gimp gimmick now. You saw her whole outfit?
Is that what it's supposed to be?
Straight up sex dungeon.
I mean,
it's a fact.
Nah, that ass though.
No, he's right.
Fact.
I didn't even piece that together. It is.
I didn't either.
Yo, they sex playing us, yo. That's crazy. They sex playing us.
Facts. They put the two New York girls together and they got crazy.
They got to give them a name,
man. Fucking English now, apparently.
Yo, she stole the Booker gimmick and she is not doing it well at all.
I didn't think they was going to win off that weak ass Cold Red. Yeah. I did think they was going to win, though. Because they took out Rhea, I figured they was going to
win.
Yeah, man, I just don't like it when they start doing this and they've done it now 3 times in a
these
row.
Ragtag teams.
Yeah, they just throw 2 people together, Tamina and Natalya. Then they threw together Rhea and Nikki, and now they threw these 2 together. Like, come on, man, I hate that shit.
Facts.
And wasn't it? And before that, it was what's her name? It was Shayna Baszler and Nia Jax, another tag team they just threw together.
I thought that girl who rides the tank had a partner. I thought Shotzi had a partner.
They released.
Yep. Tegan Knox, right?
So what the fuck is the point in doing these with legitimate female tag teams if you're just gonna do these ragtag teams and release people's partners and shit? Like, it just seems so pointless sometimes, man.
Do they even have any legitimate women's tag teams right now? Like a single team that's actually a team?
Not like Kairi Sane and Asuka.
And I think that what they're gonna do,
Warriors was fire.
I think I've been thinking about that. I think that they might bring Asuka back with the girl from NXT that they brought up. Ben, what's her name again? Nico, what's her name? The Asian lady.
Not Io.
Oh, the other one, Xia Li.
Girl from
Xia Li, yeah.
Yeah, Xia Li. That's what I'm talking about.
That chick from Retribution.
No, she got released too, didn't she?
Damn.
Yeah,
man.
Please, wife.
Doing them dirty, yo.
Yeah, no, I was talking about Xia Li. Xia Li is really good. Man. Yeah, I don't know what the fuck they're doing, man. I don't know. BC just said "fuck you" to us, and he dipped out again.
He did it. This is exactly what I was saying, and I was gonna tell him to his face when you had brought it up. Because I really don't give a fuck about nothing like that. That's the rudest shit I ever seen. I can't believe that you had this motherfucker back on the show again. I told you he was expendable. I already told you that shit. We can have Alpha on here in his place right now. He knows just as much as him, and he probably gonna give him the business when they throw their hands anyway. So I don't know why we went about it this way. It's absolutely asinine to me. And honestly, I hope he don't come back. I hope he don't show his face back up here. I told you I was gonna be late tonight. I gave you the respect that this show deserves and let you know I was gonna roll here late. But now I'm here. You're not gonna see me leave here early like that. What type of foul individual would just sign off Irish exit on us 2 episodes in a row now? After we went out of our way, he told us, "Yo, I can't do this on Monday." And what'd you say, Will? You said, "It's all right, brother. We'll push it to Tuesday to accommodate you on your day off. We'll have you on this day instead." And what did he do? Slapped you in the face.
He just said, "Fuck up." He said, "Fuck the Gatling gang," and he left.
On your day, on the day that you killed it on picks, brother, and he just signed off.
He didn't want to be a part of my party, bro.
Did he tip his hat to you like I tipped my hat to you?
Nah, he didn't say nothing, man. He ignored it, bro.
I know.
Hey, but on another note, is there really anybody for Big E to wrestle against if it's not Austin Theory? Him and Sami Zayn, right? That's about it right now. I mean, you got Seth, but it seems like they just keep doing all this other shit with Seth.
I feel like they're building Seth up like really big to go over on E.
To bring him back to the main event.
Yeah. Seth is looking good right now, man. His heel heat is on point. He got the crowd doing the song and shit while when the song's over. He got everybody eating out the palm of his hand right now. They'll probably do the couple thing. They'll do it right this time. Keep them separate. Let them both have their title run.
Yeah. Hey, did you guys notice? I meant to ask you this when we were talking about the pay-per-view. Did you notice that during the Roman versus Big E match, there was like a lull for like 2 or 3 minutes where the crowd just died? They didn't make a peep for like 2 or 3 minutes straight. And it was like, oh my God, that they lost him. They got him back, but it took them a little while to get the crowd back, man. I was pretty surprised for the main event, because it didn't seem like it was that way the whole night. Maybe they're just tired, but I don't know. Ben, you been watching any of the new NXT?
Very little.
Yeah, I watch it once in a while. It's just weird.
Mm-hmm.
It looks like a retro wrestling. Mm-hmm. Like, you know what I mean? All the weird colors and stuff. It looks like 93 over again.
Looks like Wrestling Society X or some shit, dude. It's really weird.
Yep. Which I did watch a couple years after it happened. That was some weird shit.
NXT was like dominant brand. You know what I mean? Like the takeovers were absolute fire every month, or every time they had them, not every month, but and now NXT 2.0 or whatever is barely hanging on.
When is War Games? Did that happen yet, or is that this week?
2 weeks.
2 weeks. Okay, all right, that's what's up. So the main event of Raw was you said Austin Theories versus Big E. Did Big E obviously won? Is that right? Did you see it? Or did that match not happen yet?
What Big E versus Austin Theory?
Was that the main event of Raw?
Yeah. Yes.
And Big E went over clean?
Yes.
Okay. I mean, damn, man. I don't know. We'll see. Maybe he'll win me over. But anyway, let's switch gears to UFC. Nico, when you came on, we were just talking about Colby Covington talking all that shit about Masvidal, saying that basically he fractured a rib and that he's fragile and falling apart, and basically that he's soft. You saw all that stuff?
Nah.
Yeah, I'll tell you the quote real quick. I'll just break it down. He said he's a fragile little bitch. He's a brittle little bitch. He tried to talk about me being fragile. That's the most fragile guy on the fucking roster. And some other stuff like that.
Okay.
Yeah, he said basically that like 10 days ago, Masvidal went to training, did some sparring, and hurt his ribs, and that's why he pulled out of the fight.
I did hear that it was a rib injury. Like, I think I read a quote that said that, but I didn't know he called him a fragile little bitch and stuff. So they're starting to cut the promos on one another.
Oh, yeah.
That's really all it is. It's nothing deeper than that. They know that they're in one another's crosshairs right now. They're ready for this payday. Promotional work is about to get done. Yeah.
In another news story, Nico, oh my gosh, man. Did you hear Aljo is injured again?
Is that so?
Yeah, he his first day back.
Me surprised.
Listen, his first fucking day back training after his surgery and everything, he fucked up his lip and has to get stitches. Look at it, Nico.
What? So,
and now
he's nothing. That's
I know, but look,
nothing.
Listen. He was saying that he's gonna be out till 2023. He was fucking around when he said he was trolling, but now he's got to get stitches on his lip.
All right.
This fucking guy, man.
I thought you were talking about a legitimate injury. You had me going.
Hey, man, he will treat that as a legitimate injury, man. Don't worry. But anyway, fucking, oh my God, Aljo, man. Dude, he has literally become the laughing stock of MMA in the last year. I don't even know. Ben, I mean, do you have any light to shed on Aljo? Because I mean, that dude, I don't know. None of us really like him too much, to be honest with you. Yeah. Anything to say about Aljo?
I've been a fan of Aljo, but man, it's hard to root for a guy that's not giving you much to root for.
Yeah, for real. I agree.
You could have just owned the fact that, yep, I got lucky with this knee. Let's get this scrap going on. I mean, then he gets the injury, and yeah, I mean, injuries are what injuries are, but I mean, at least own it, man. Don't act like you're gonna come out there and do something because you're not. You're gonna take every second you can, to milk this title reign. Yeah, I mean, he's at the fights on Saturday night, like hanging out, and it's like, come on, man, get your ass in the gym. Let's go.
Yeah, man.
Yeah, you're right. Hey, so I'll be honest with you guys. This was a rough fight night, man. I mean, they've had a lot of fights lately that didn't look great on paper, like events, and then they ended up being decent. But holy shit, man, there was only one finish in the, I think, 12 fights that they had or something like that. That's kind of rough, man. That's a long day at the office for anybody.
100%.
But
there just wasn't a bunch of fights on the card that had a lot of meaning to them either. Like, that was weirdest. Right. Outside of Brady and Chiesa and Vieira and Tate, and even that one, I mean, the only one that really gained a lot from that is Vieira. I mean, Tate, if she wins, because she gets to leap a bunch of people in the rankings, but like a lot of these fights just seem thrown together.
Yeah. I think that, okay, so we saw, I'll talk about that in a minute. We saw Ketlin Vieira beat Miesha Tate. I think everybody in the world except for the one judge had it 48-47. I mean, I did. I had it 3-2.
One judge had 40. Other way though.
You did, and one judge had it 49-46. I don't know the fuck he was smoking, but I thought that was kind of ridiculous.
49-46 for who?
For Ketlin Vieira.
Okay, all right.
Yeah, I mean it was a unanimous decision, Nico, but I don't know. Giving Ketlin 4 rounds, I thought was very, very generous of him. It was a good fight. Like I messaged you guys during the fight, Misha's boxing is so strange because the technique isn't there, but the rhythm is great. It's like, I don't even know, man. It's almost like somebody who can't dance good, but they dance, you know what I mean? They don't dance correctly. They just dance good. Do you know what I mean? Because they got like the rhythm going. But man, it's like still, and her boxing looks better now than it used to also. That's the crazy part about it. But it's just, I don't even know, man. The technique just isn't there. I mean, what do you think?
Really hard time getting inside.
Yeah, she did. She did.
I think that she had a boxing coach that told her that she has to lead with her left shoulder, and she took it very seriously. She does this like very weird side shuffle in to get inside, but when she uncorks that right hand, it still lands fucking flush, man.
It does.
I was disappointed that it wasn't more of a Randy Couture style pressure from Misha. I think that her fight was won up against that cage, even though early on in the first 2 rounds, the tail of the tape would show that she was leading the dance in the significant strike area.
Right.
The ones that Vieira was hitting her with were tattooing her the fuck up. So I think that the better game plan for Misha would have been to try and win the fight up against the cage. She had the pressure going forward. She had Vieira backing up with her back to the cage. She just never pulled the trigger and blitzed. And I think later, was it the 4th round where she did decent and won up against the cage, or the 3rd round or something like that?
I think it was the 4th.
1 round where she went Randy Couture with it. Yeah. And it was up against the cage, and it was like, yes, okay, great, let's do this again in the 5th. And then it didn't happen at all, bro. So,
right. Yeah. You know, it's crazy, too, because we've seen it a lot of times. We used to see it with Randy. We saw that fight with Khabib versus Conor. We saw it with Usman versus Masvidal. When they're really worried about your takedowns and going against the cage, they're not thinking about your striking. And like you said, if she would have pressured against the cage a little bit more and was worried about that, that's when you can uncork that right hand and it'll do more damage because she's worried about getting taken down. You know what I mean? So I think that would have helped a little bit. Like you said, threatening that cage and fuck, I don't even know what just happened, man. My light just fell apart, but that's all right. Woo, there we go. But yeah, I didn't even think Misha looked bad. I mean, she did pretty well in a losing effort. She didn't get embarrassed. She was against somebody who is, world class and top 5. So I don't think she lost a whole lot losing this fight. But who do you think Misha should fight next, Ben?
Oh shit. It's gonna have to be someone that's not like a significant step back, but I think this loss kind of shows that Misha's gonna have, if she gets back to the title, it's gonna be a longer road. So she's gonna go one of 2 ways. She's either gonna drop down to someone just outside the top 10, or she's gonna do a money fight. Depends on which route Misha wants to go. If she's serious about fighting and going back towards the belt, or if she's here to earn some money.
Yeah, I gotcha. Nico, any ideas who she should fight next?
Ketlin, I was thinking about that.
Oh, no, I was talking about Misha, but we'll talk about Ketlin in a second.
Misha. Shit, man. Maybe JoJo? No. That's the same weight?
No, that's 125.
That's 125.
Yeah. I've got an idea. Let me run an idea by you, Nico. How do you think that she would do against Yana Kunakaya?
No.
No?
I think Yana will probably fuck her up, man.
Yana's out with being pregnant anyways. That fight wouldn't happen.
Oh, I didn't know she was pregnant. I didn't hear that. Okay. That's good to know.
There was a little bit of buzz on the internet that she fought her most recent fight knowing that she was pregnant.
Oh, I think I did see something about that. You're right.
Right after that fight that she announced she was pregnant.
Got you. Okay, that's true.
I'm trying to
that would
think
have
of.
been a good fight,
Would you watch her scrap with Holly again?
I would, but I just don't think that'll happen.
I know Misha said that she didn't want that fight, but come on, man. Like, if you look at the top 15 in that division, and it doesn't seem like there's a good matchup for Misha, like, go for the money fights. Like, that's if you still want to fight, go for the big money. I mean, you've earned it. Like, you're a former Strikeforce champ, former UFC champ. Like, make the money instead. No point in going out there and getting killed by a bunch of youngsters.
No, you're right about that. But the reason I don't see that fight happening is because I think that that Ketlin will end up fighting Holly next.
Who does Irene got lined up?
Who does Irene have lined up? I mean, she's number 3 right now.
Irene is number 3?
Yeah.
No.
Yeah, she is. I got it right here. Irene Aldana, number 3, behind Jermaine Durandamy, number 1, Holly Holm, number 2, Irene, number 3.
What?
Nice.
That's
crazy. And she's already lost to Irene by knockout in 2019.
Like number 6.
Yeah, nope. But I think the fight for Ketlin is Holly, man. I really do. And Holly's beaten Irene already. If you get a win over Holly, you're right there for a title shot. And Holly pulled out of that fight recently, right? Who was she supposed to fight? The girl that Aspen Ladd fought, right?
Okay.
Yeah. So here's my thought. Looking at the women, looking at the top 15, I think Misha. I mean, Irene Aldana, Raquel Pennington, Juliana Pena, Holly Holm. Those girls. That's not good matchups for her. So you're gonna have to take a bet. Macy Chasen.
Macy,
yeah, that's
okay.
Not bad.
Panny.
Yeah.
Panny would be a good one too.
Right?
And then
Rocky got a win over Panny recently, so if you can go fuck up Panny, then maybe you got a shot at calling out Rocky.
I think that's the next fight for Ketlin is Rocky.
Okay.
So I think that'll be a good fight.
Yeah. I mean, so they need to take Yana out of the rankings. I mean, if she's pregnant, she's number 7, right above Misha.
They'll wait to do that to see that, just because that I feel like the top 10 is so kind of. Yeah. I mean, they're gonna leave anybody they can up there for a little bit, because once you get out of that top 12, Carol Rosa, Julia Avila, Josiane Nunes, Alexis. I mean, these girls aren't bad, obviously, but they're a long way from the top. So
yeah. Do you think that Aspen Ladd, after losing that fight at 145, will come back to 135?
I don't think she's going to have a choice.
I mean, that's not a terrible fight for Misha, honestly. It's not, because she's not dangerous in any one area. I think Misha actually matches up pretty well for her. And Ketlin does too. Like Ben was saying earlier before the show, Nico, that Ketlin said that she's in Vegas for a month and that she wants to train with Misha Tate. I thought that was kind of cool, man.
Yeah, it was dope.
Yeah, Ben was talking about that. I think that's a real cool thing.
Yep.
But I don't know, man. I think either one of them matches up with Aspen Ladd pretty well. I mean, Aspen Ladd's good, but she didn't look great in her last fight. It looked like she doesn't like to get hit anymore. And I can't blame her. I mean, didn't she get knocked out 2 fights ago? Is that right?
Aspen Ladd?
Yeah.
Yeah.
2 fights ago, she got knocked out by Jermaine Durandamy. So I would jump on that. If I was Ketlin, I'd be like, hey, let me fight Aspen Ladd next.
Yeah.
Hey, she's a pretty big girl, huh?
Aspen?
No, Ketlin Vieira. She just looked bigger than Misha.
Yeah, she was diesel.
That's why I said Rocky. I feel like they're built similarly. They're long, they're tall. Plus, Pennington doesn't have a lot of fights left in that part of the division, I feel. But
yeah, man, if I'm Ketlin, I'm only looking at people above me, though, man. I mean, she's number 6 right now, and Juliana's already getting a title fight. I mean, I don't know, man. I'd be looking forward, not backwards. But you never know how the matchmaking will go. But let's talk about the co-main event. What did you guys think of the co-main event?
I thought that Michael Chiesa was going to be that man's human backpack, and now I've been put on notice about this dude, Sean Brady, honestly. Michael couldn't get to his feet to save his fucking life, and that's where his fight was won. And I really thought that he would have won these grappling exchanges, but this kid is good, man. He's decent. Yeah. The biggest takeaway I got from it though is he's a fucking idiot. DC put that mic in his face and asked him who he wanted next, and he refused to say a fucking name, bro.
Like, he was leading him too.
Name. He's leading you. He's looking at your coaches, telling him he's got to say a name, bro. Like, what are you? You just beat Mike Chiesa. Yep. Man's got like 7 spots above you. What are you doing?
I was gonna say he went up 6 spots. He went from 14 to 8 in the rankings, right?
Bro, like,
so he's got
opportunity right now.
Yep. And
he's got Neil Magny, Jorge Masvidal, Stephen Thompson, Vicente Luque, Leon Edwards, Gilbert Burns, and Colby Covington ahead.
He wouldn't even had to say Magny. He could have went straight for somebody else besides Magny. Take Magny off the list because he lost to Chiesa already.
Yep.
You get to skip that fight. Say a fucking name.
Hey, Kamzat was at home tweeting him saying he wanted to fight Brady.
Yeah,
he said, I want to fight this guy.
He's lucky Kamzat did that, but Kamzat will take all your shine. He will steal that. Boy, don't even. You better not.
Well, especially considering you take Thompson out of the, like, if you got those guys ahead of you, take Thompson right out because he's fighting Bilal Muhammad. That's so right, and like you said, dude, Magny got owned by Chiesa, and Magny's only 1 spot ahead. So fuck Neil Magny. So you've got basically you could have called out Vicente Luque, Leon Edwards, or if you were smart, you would have called out Gilbert Burns.
Yep.
Yeah,
but I mean, you did nothing. Yeah. I mean,
and DC forgot his name. You know that, right? DC forgot his name. That was like his thing at the post-fight press conference.
Yeah, facts. I saw that as well.
I thought that was kind of funny. But yeah, Nico. I'm gonna be honest. You know, you said last week that it was like a hesitant call for me. And I'm not gonna name names, but you know that I am cool with like certain people or whatever. And once in a while, they do watch the show, and I feel weird picking against their gym, if that makes sense, man. So it just, it's like a weird thing, man. I don't know. If I was a coach, I don't know.
That's still a friend of the show, no matter what, man.
You know what I'm saying?
I thought this boy was gonna win, and I thought Misha was gonna win. It didn't have nothing to do with knowing him as a coach or not. I just thought they was the better fighters.
I just didn't think they were gonna win, man. And I hate to say that publicly, but I didn't. And like you said, it was a hesitant call. I just, I felt kind of weird, like, making that call, but I don't know. I didn't have a good feeling about either of them. Now, look, I know everybody thinks we're crazy, but I still think Juliana Pena is going to win the title. I hope she does. I don't know, man. Amanda Nunes has to get old sometime, bro.
Yeah.
And
I'm back and forth with that fight every day. I think about it, man.
Yeah.
Every single day I think about it. I'm like, American wrestling is going to be the downfall of Amanda Nunes. I know this for a fact. You're not going to stand toe-to-toe with her or beat her. So it has to be American wrestling that does it to her. When is that person coming? Is it Juliana? Does she have it in her? And I think she does. I think she's a dog. I think she could probably take a good lick and keep pressing forward. Yeah. She can make the fight ugly. She knows it has to be ugly. It's one up against the cage. It's one shooting takedowns. It's going to be one on the ground. Everybody knows that's what it's going to have to be. So, she's probably taking ample time on practicing these, just little tips and tidbits to get the fight where she needs it, man. So, I kind of want to rock with you on that, but it's like, yo, it's Amanda. She's the GOAT. It's the fucking lioness. How do you pick against her?
It's hard. It's crazy, man. Too.
I think when it comes to that fight, I think it would be more Nunes losing the fight than Pena winning the fight. Like Nunes will make the mistakes that she normally wouldn't to lose this fight. I mean, we've seen her do everything. She's knocked people out. She's out wrestled them. She's submitted them. Like I just don't see anywhere that she has a weakness. I feel like if she does end up losing a fight, it'll be because she makes the mistakes that she's got a lot going on. She's married and she's got a baby and how much of her head and heart are still in the game. Well, I guess we'll find out.
Yeah, that's true. That's true. So the other fight that took place this weekend that I thought had more impact than the other fights on the card, man, really, was the Talia Santos fight versus Joanne Wood, however you want to say it, because Valentina just doesn't have challengers, bro. And Talia jumped from number 10 all the way up to number 5 by beating Calderwood. Now look, one fight, if she can win one more fight, she's in the top 5. Give her one fight and she could be fighting Valentina. I'm not saying she could beat Valentina by any means, but they need new blood for Valentina because she's already beaten everybody in the top 5 besides Talia Santos now.
I was going to say, I don't even know if Talia would need another fight to get that title shot.
Maybe not. All I'm saying is, if I'm her, I'm calling out Caitlin Chichugian or Lauren Murphy. I'm not fucking around with Jennifer Maia or Jessica Andrade. Call out number 2 or 3, not 4 or 1, because I think that they're better fights for her. Jessica Andrade.
Is she number 1?
Yeah. Pretty much forever. I mean, they won't take her out of number 1 because she could kill everybody, but then she gets in there with Valentina and gets embarrassed. What you got?
I'm not calling out number 1. No.
And look, I mean, and it's crazy too because Jennifer Maia did better against Valentina than Jessica Andrade did, but I mean, she's pretty one-dimensional too. I don't know, man. Like I said, Talia, it was a good fight for her, man. And Calderwood, I feel bad for her because, like we said last week, and I said that I thought she'd lose this fight. She was ready for her title match. Wasn't she scheduled or something? Is that what we were talking about last week? She was scheduled to get a title fight. Valentina was injured, and by the time she came back, she lost her. Joanne Calderwood had lost the fight.
Yeah, because she picked a fight with somebody. I don't remember who it was.
Jennifer Maia, and got her arm.
That's who it was. Yeah, that's right.
Got her arm snatched up. And that was a nasty submission in the first round. So I don't know, man. Maybe you're right, Ben. They could be throwing Talia to the wolves sooner than later, man.
Just because they don't have a choice.
Yeah, they got nobody in that division. I'm looking at it right now. Yeah, in that top 5, nobody. I mean, yeah, well, besides Talia, she's already destroyed all the other 4. The only other person in that division to look at, like we said, was Andrea Lee. If she was to challenge anybody in the top 5, because now she's number 8, if she challenged anybody in the top 5, she could get a title fight. And that's easily sold only because, you got basically 2 good-looking blonde ladies fighting each other would be the way that they'd sell that fight, in my opinion. But, whatever. But, yeah, man. So, besides that, go ahead.
Here's my question about the card from Saturday night. Or Saturday afternoon, whatever. What the hell was that judge doing in the Davy Grant Adrian Yanez fight? 30-27 for Davy Grant.
For Davy Grant is
smoking crack.
Absurd, yo.
Smoking crack.
Davy got that word.
Unreal.
He got jabbed up.
Yep. Yanez
Did you
pretty good,
see
man.
Davy Grant's face when the referee read that? Even he was like, "What the fuck?"
But then he tried to play it up at the end, though. Like he did.
Of course
try to
he
play
did,
it up like
because it was a
split.
split.
No, Davey, you lost that. Stop.
He won one round, in my opinion. He won the second round.
Yeah, he did.
That was it. That was it.
You're right. Yanez he's decent, man. And he got good boxing for MMA. Like he rolls with the punches really well. He does the Philly shoulder roll, skims it off the top of his head, man.
It's like you mentioned in the group chat. That's what it looked like Misha was trying to do, was like roll punches, but she didn't roll them. Like she just ate them.
Yeah.
But Yanez did probably the smartest thing. I don't know if it was in the cage or if it was like at the press conference afterwards, calling out Sean O'Malley. And I mean, even if he doesn't get O'Malley, let's say O'Malley loses to Paiva next weekend, like that still inserts him right into a fight with that guy. You know what I mean? Because he's a smart dude. He made the most of his call out.
Yeah, for sure. I'm gonna tell you, man. Let me ask you this first. Where's Uriah Faber right now? Did he retire again?
No, he's just non-existent since he lost to Jan, right?
I wouldn't mind seeing Yanez fight him, or fight against the kid that Casey Kenny. Casey Kenny's not ranked. Faber's not ranked. You beat one of those guys, man. Maybe you can crack the top 15. But yeah, I wouldn't mind seeing him fight one of those guys. What do you think of those fights?
Who's that, brother?
Casey Kenny. Yanez. Seeing him maybe fight Casey Kenny or Uriah Faber. Neither of them are in the...
Casey a dog.
He's tough, but he's also lost 2 fights in a row.
Okay.
You know, he lost to...
Dominic.
He lost to Dominic, and they lost to Song Yadong.
Yeah, it doesn't say that.
Like an animal that night, though.
Yeah, he was.
It doesn't say that Faber's retired, but he hasn't fought since he got a head kick loss to Peter Yan in 2019.
That shit was nasty, bro. Yep. I mean, yeah. I don't know. Hey, even Song Yadong might not be a bad fight for Yanez, but he's just got to be careful not to go up in competition too quick. Yeah. But it's all good.
Plus, he's got a good story, man. Like, his coach, Saul Solis, dies, and then he pretty much takes over the gym and becomes, like, the captain of the whole team.
Yeah.
You gotta root for a guy like that.
You're talking about Yanez?
Yeah.
Okay, okay. Hey, Ben, did you want to talk about Alan Belcher?
Yeah, so, Nico, did you see that?
No.
Alan Belcher, like, he had already made his debut for a bare knuckle, but he had his professional boxing debut this weekend.
Yep.
Nah,
and he's boxing at heavyweight.
Okay.
And he mopped the dude that he fought in his first fight. Knocked him out.
No, facts.
You know, he was 185 in the UFC, correct? Mm-hmm. He was middleweight? I'm pretty sure that's right.
Yeah, so, he was 185.
That's pretty wild, man. He's fucking jacked now. I mean, that
dude Nico, I'll send in the group chat a picture of you can see the picture of him right now. Of beefy Alan Belcher.
Oh shit. Damn.
Alan's no joke. But it was a boxing match inside of a cage.
Who's the
you
dude
saw
that he laid down though?
Some guy by the name of Ryan Shao.
Somebody drunk uncle?
Yeah, pretty much. It was inside of a cage, though, Nico. It was in an octagon or a hexagon or some shit.
My God, are you serious right now?
Yeah.
I just went into the group chat and saw the picture. You don't think I see that cage around that man's body?
Oh, I didn't know you'd seen the picture, man.
Oh,
I was just talking because I got the video right here. That's why. I was going to show you the video. You don't want to see the video?
Let me see the video, damn it.
I'm just going to show you the finish.
We do not own the rights to this.
No, we don't own the rights to this, but that's cool, man. This is like low budget stuff, so I don't think we'll have any kind of issues. But let me see. There we go.
Man, oh wow, touched the ear one time. My man is down.
Yep. Fell twice.
That man's traps have traps. That's ridiculous. Yeah. Oh my God. Look at his back.
Well, he owns I think he owns a couple gyms.
Oh, it's definitely somebody's drunk uncle, man. Look at them movies. That is absolutely absurd. Okay, fire him back. Fire back your right hand, my guy. Come on. Yeah, get on the jab.
Yep.
Yeah. Don't go out like that. Let's go. Pitch that right hand. Let's go. Oh no, you can't let him do that.
Good night. Good night.
You can't let him forehead to forehead, man.
Nico, man, I'm gonna need you to get a pair of those shorts right there, bro.
Which ones?
The ones that the drunk uncle's wearing. Look at those fucking things, man.
I make them shits look good.
Bro, I'm not saying they're bad, but look at they got the Statue of Liberty on them. It looks like they got some plaid.
Wow, look at him slipping, body.
That kid, he's just a kid, I guess. He's only 28 years old. This cat that he beat.
Feint the right hand, toss the left hook.
Oh, wow. Good night.
Split the two. That's it.
I mean, he's only 1-2 though, so.
That was
that
clean.
kid is okay.
That was clean.
Yeah, pretty wild, man. Alan Belcher.
But I will say that as an amateur, this kid went 6-1 as an amateur.
Yeah.
And now, as a professional, he's 1-3 after getting sparked by Belcher. But he's only 28 years old, 6'3", 254, 74.5-inch reach. He's a big boy too.
Yeah. Hey guys, Connor's been talking all that shit, and we've talked about it. We've talked about it a little bit before. I think that he's definitely going to fight, and like I said, I'm not taking credit for these theories because we've discussed this, but I think that we're right. He's either definitely going to fight Nate Diaz, Nick Diaz, or Tony Ferguson. No other fights make sense for him to come back to at all. I mean, and I don't think any other fights are winnable for him at all at the moment, as far as guys that are names enough that they take the risk of putting him in against. You guys agree with that?
Who do they put him in against other than making those fights? I mean,
it's risky. Unless Dana wants to pull a fast one on him and put him against somebody who he's trying to build up that he knows is going to beat Connor.
Who's this?
Connor. I said the only fights that really make sense are either the Diaz brothers or Tony Ferguson, and that's pretty much it. I wouldn't put him. The risk isn't worth it against pretty much anybody else at the moment, I don't think. What are you going to do, feed him to Gaethje and he's going to get killed? Look at Gaethje's leg kicks, bro. Connor would be having his fucked up knee, ankle, whatever he's got within a round. I mean, do you put him in against Dustin again?
Would he go down to 145?
Would he? Yeah. I don't know if he could make it back down there. I mean, maybe.
If he could, you wouldn't make the Holloway fight?
Absolutely. I just don't see him going back down to 145.
If he does get down to 145 and he does the Holloway fight, it's a war, but he loses. Do you do the O'Malley fight?
At 135, or you just make O'Malley come up? Make O'Malley come up? I mean, sure, why not?
So there are these little things that could happen if he's willing to put the work in to make them happen, because O'Malley Connor would be some crazy shit.
And you got Patty Pimblett.
You got Patty. You got some crazy shit you can do if he'll put the work in to meet them there. Now that's some hard fucking work, bro. Especially being he beefed up the way that he did. He would have to do some real body composition changing. But hey, man, look, honestly, Aldo come back up 145. If Connor go down to 145, I'd do that for a second time too. It's fights that could be made that I would definitely tune in for and be very stoked for. I would watch Aldo Connor too. I watched the Diaz brother fight. I watch all these fights. Yeah, man. Bro, if he could get down there to 145, I'd pull Dom Cruz up. I would do Dom Cruz Connor. I'm dead ass, bro.
I don't know if he could get down, man. That's the only problem.
I don't think there's any way he makes 145 again.
The pacing during Max is interesting though, because it makes you feel like maybe he's thinking about it the same way GSP changed his body composition at how old?
Yeah, but I think that Max mentioned it as a move. Like Max, I think because Max has already fought at 155 against Dustin, right? So I feel like Max. Alexander Volkanovski, I don't know if you guys saw, he has his own YouTube channel where he cooks. But on his channel, he was talking about how he thinks Max is scared of fighting him, not because he's scared of Volkanovski himself, but if Max loses to Volk for a third time, there's absolutely no way that he can claim to be the GOAT at 145.
Who said that?
Volkanovski.
Oh, okay.
So he said that he thinks Max wants to go to 155 because if he doesn't lose to Volkanovski again, there's still debate whether Max is the GOAT at 145 or if he is. And he thinks that Max wants to move up, so there's still a chance, like, because it makes sense. If he loses to Volkanovski for a third time, Max does, there's no chance that he can be considered the GOAT if he lost to somebody else 3 times. I mean, whether those fights were questionable or not. So I think Max has more options moving up to 155 than he does staying where he's at. So I'd love to see Max and Conor at 155.
Yeah, I'd be happy to see that too, man.
I don't know if Conor's ass can get down to 145.
Yeah. I'll tell you what, looking at the top 10 at 155, putting Max to the side and the Diaz brothers to the side, the only guys that he matches up with decently, I mean, are basically Tony Ferguson, Dan Hooker, and I wouldn't put him in against RDA at this point, bro, because I think RDA. What's that?
Hooker posted on Instagram today that he made 145.
Yeah, man. Like
really? So he's going back? He's going back down. Okay.
He said he hired a dietitian and that they're just playing around or whatever. But yeah, he posted on his Instagram today that he hit 145 on the scale.
You see, like, that's the shit that. Come on, man. That's a big boy. Yeah. He got Conor beat in the height category for sure. Definitely not muscle mass, but that's a tall dude.
No, Conor's like 5'10", and I think Dan Hooker's 6'1", I think. That's pretty wild.
Man, and look, bro, we got the Alexander Volkanovski story. Like, look, that man came down from what?
Like 250 or something, man.
You feel me? Like, you can change your body composition. Khabib was chopping down from what? Damn near 2.
Yeah. That's true. That's definitely true.
Conor would have to want that though, and I don't know if he.
That's what I'm saying, Ben. It's the desire that I'm worried about, because we saw GSP get up to 184. He was probably walking around heavier than that, and then when they started talking about the Khabib fight, we watched him change his body composition as well. So these things can be done. It's just how bad does he want that as a competitor? How bad does he really want these big fights that he talks about? Because there is big money on the table still for this man. It's still there.
Yeah. Hey, one interesting thing about Dan Hooker, I don't know if you guys know this, but the dude lands almost 50% of his strikes. He's at like 48 point something percent. That's crazy. I was looking at his stuff the other day. That's insane.
Yeah.
I mean, most of these guys, they're landing 30, 35%. He's at 48. As long as he stays busy, he's doing good. He can't come out there and have a Michael Chandler performance. And by the way, guys, I've been itching like a motherfucker the whole show. I literally have poison ivy all over my body from doing the tree work. It is everywhere. I don't know if you guys can see it right there, but this shit is like, it's all over the place. You see these, Ben? All these over here where I've been scratching right here. Shit is ridiculous. I haven't had poison ivy in a while. This shit is fucking me up though, man. That's why I'm in long sleeves. You see that, Nico? That shit right there, man. It hurts
nasty ass out of here. Chicken pox having ass boy.
Nico, if you were here, would you rub calamine lotion on it for me, man?
My God, man. Get the fuck out of here right now. What are we in prison?
I think you would.
Yes, man. What'd you just go back there and do, man? You made yourself a prison calzone?
He was making a grilled cheese in a paper bag.
I know that boy was back there crushing up the Doritos and the Ritz crackers and mixing it with the pickle juice to make dough, putting the ramen noodles inside of that bitch with the what's that dollar store sausage that they buy and chop up?
Vienna sausage.
Vienna sausage.
He chopped up them Viennas and threw it in there and made that boy a little prison calzone.
Homie, I work in a kitchen. I don't have to make myself anything like that. But no, I'm leaving camera to go eat chips, bro. I got the munchies like a motherfucker.
Hey, I wish that Brandon didn't leave. I wanted to call him out on his update the other day.
Are we back on this fucking guy again?
Look,
this
he put down
who ran off on us.
He put down on Facebook that he's never heard a white boy ever say they wanted to go eat at Bojangles, and I was like, "You've never been down south."
White people love Bojangles.
You need to tell them that, bro. Bojangles is the shit.
Yo, man.
I've never even seen a Bojangles.
Especially the Bowberry biscuits. That's what white people love.
Oh, God, those are the worst. I hate
the
them.
fuck. What the fuck is a Bojangle?
Biscuit.
You don't know what Bojangles is?
What the fuck is a Bojangle?
You don't know what Bojangles is?
Nah, man, we ain't got shit like that up here.
It's southern fried chicken. It's like
the closest southern fried chicken we have is one of our fucking what do you call those things on the highway, like rest stops or whatever, has a Popeyes in it.
Oh yeah,
Love
okay.
that chicken from Popeyes.
But you gotta drive like 3 hours to a fucking rest stop to get like fast food Popeyes. Weird. It's weird as fuck.
Popeyes is okay, man, but Bojangles is a lot better. But
the only thing I remember about Popeyes chicken is that the biscuits are dry as fuck.
Hey, look, that's a Bojangles, and this is their chicken. That's their dirty rice. It's pretty damn good. But
dude, I'd go down. I'd be down for that.
What Nico's talking about, a Bowberry biscuit, bro, is a biscuit with blueberries in it. It's kind of like a blueberry muffin and a biscuit had a baby, and then they drizzled some really, really, really sweet icing on it, and it's just too damn sweet, man. I couldn't handle it. I had one a couple times when I moved down here because my friends liked them, but I couldn't do it, man. Just way too fucking sweet. But
no, we don't have anything like that up here. We have a Chick-fil-A. You all got a Chick-fil-A?
Do we? All over the place, man. And Zaxby's. You got Zaxby's?
Nah, never heard of that either.
Nico, do you have Zaxby's?
I think we do, and I think we got Raising Cane's too.
Okay.
Never heard of that shit neither.
Ben, Zaxby's is basically a chicken wing. Well, it's like a chicken fast food restaurant. They have chicken wings, chicken tenders, like popcorn chicken. They just basically have all chicken.
We got a KFC.
Yeah, we got a KFC too, man.
Yo, Ben, go somewhere, bro. Playing KFC everywhere,
For real.
bro.
I'm in like the fast food capital of the world, I think, being in the South, man. We got every fucking fast food you could think of. But
yeah, we got
there's Zaxby's.
A Chipotle.
Chipotle, God, that shit makes me sick, man. It's terrible. I can't eat Chipotle, man. That shit is awful.
Man, we don't even have fucking like Burger Kings where I'm at anymore because all the Burger Kings closed.
Oh man. This is one thing that all these fucking restaurants in the South started serving, and I think that they are horrible. Let me see if this will.
We got like a million fucking hipster restaurants around where I'm at, though, dude.
Yeah. Ben, I'll ask you this real quick before we close up shop. But hey, do you guys serve this? Oh, what the fuck, man. Anyway, I was trying to get a picture of it. Every restaurant now down here serves fucking fried pickles.
Oh, yeah, that's huge up here.
They're horrible. You eat them? They're nasty, bro. I'm a pickle guy.
I don't like it. Dude, I told you guys that people up here only fucking eat shit because it's a way to just drink ranch dressing, and that's what fucking people do up here is they dip fried pickles in ranch dressing.
You gotta stop putting that bullshit on my fucking name too, bro. I ain't never been to no fucking restaurant in my life where they ask me if I want no goddamn ranch dressing. I say yes. And you know this shit because I'm a fucking wingman. So you know that I'm ordering blue cheese with my fucking wings. I'm not getting no goddamn
fuck dressing
ranch.
on your wings, dude. Just go in dry, bro.
No. All right, first of all, silence.
No, blue cheese.
Blue cheese. Thank you, Will. Thank you. Don't fuck around with me. Don't play no games, man.
There's those fried pickles.
Get that bullshit off the screen right
now.
No,
I'm showing Ben the fried pickles, man.
I don't fuck with ranch dressing. Stop putting that bullshit on my name, Will.
Are you sure, Nico? Are you sure?
He's awful passionate. I think he might be fucking telling the truth here.
I'm just giving him shit. I just like to give him shit, man.
I'm done with it. I'm done. Look, yo, we not little no more, Craig.
We are not little no more, man.
Come on, Craig. Come on, Craig. We not little no more. Stop. I walk around with a brick in my backpack. I'm dead ass. Stop playing with me.
Fried pickles are like fucking crazy. Everyone loves that shit up here.
I can't stand it, man. Oh, not my thing, bro.
My restaurant, like we do fried pickles, but we also do like fried chicken and waffles and.
No, that's the bomb. I love some fried chicken and waffles.
We do this thing. We do this thing where we take fried chicken and put it on sweet potato French fries, and then we put this fucking maple glaze on top of it, and basically make like a poutine. But instead of being like gravy, it's fucking maple glaze.
That sounds good. What are you laughing at?
I love Roscoe's. You know, I used to take that drumstick and put the thing in my mouth and just suck the meat right off that bone.
Hell yeah.
Don't be putting your sucked on chicken wings back inside the box. Will, I cannot, bro.
That movie's the bomb, man. I love
one of my favorite scenes. Anytime I hear anybody talk about chicken and waffles, I think about The Rock talking about sucking the meat off of a whole entire drumstick, bro. I can't even help myself, man.
He was not playing in that movie.
Nah, Nico, what movie is
that? Be Cool.
Be Cool.
That's what I thought. Yeah, that's what I thought. That's a solid movie.
Yo, bro, talking of Rock movies real quick though. Red Notice was fire.
Yeah, I gotta watch it, man. It's on the list for this week.
It is.
I'm off the rest of the week.
So I didn't care for what I saw of it, but I didn't watch the whole thing either. So
it was good, man. It was good. I enjoyed it.
I probably stopped watching it right when the story was picking up, and I was like, you know what, this fucking sucks, and then I didn't even finish it. So
wrong with you, Ben? It's The Rock.
It's The Rock, man. You gotta make it through.
It's because anytime I start a Rock movie, I'm like, you know what's gonna be? Let's just switch to The Rundown and watch that instead.
I love the fucking Rundown.
This was the Rundown. This was the Rundown.
That's what it was like. The Rundown. Rundown. I gotta see it, man. Now you want to make me want to watch it now. Anyway, Nico, when are we gonna have our next show, man? I know we normally do Wednesdays, but we did Tuesday this week. When are we gonna be back? Just on Sunday?
I think we come back Sunday. I don't really got nothing cooking up. I'm probably gonna be back on Long Island again, man. I did a 10-day stint out here right now. I'm not leaving until the 29th, and I'm probably coming out the following weekend. Yeah. But yeah, we can do Sunday. I can make that work for sure.
Ben, if you want to jump on, just let me know, bro. I feel like when it's the three of us, we're like, instead of the fight gods, we're the fight squad, you know?
Oh, man. That's 100%, man. We can add more guys to the realm, man.
But BC's like, man, fuck y'all, I'm leaving, and he just walks out the door, man.
You know,
every time.
It's not much room for the devil in heaven, baby.
You guys will have to do like this weekend, do like a preview show because there's no fights this weekend.
That's true. Hey, we'll work
there's no WWE. Do like a little preview show for the pay-per-view next week.
Brandon, please forgive me. It's no reception in hell.
Yeah, that's true. Hey, I don't even know what I was gonna say. Look, I took several CBD gummies before we started, so I've been forgetting my thoughts a lot. Yeah. But this has been a hell of a show, and I've been having a lot of fun. But yeah, Sunday we'll figure something out. We'll have a cool theme Sunday. We'll work something out.
I'm glad I stood in here where I did, and I got a good amount of time on the air with you guys, man.
Hell yeah! Oh yeah, you didn't miss much, man. Yeah,
y'all was up here talking shit, huh? I'm gonna tune in for the first
minutes
of this afterwards.
I think literally all you missed was us talking about that Seth Rollins shit by that guy fucking going nuts on.
All right, Will. All right,
and I was over here.
You're a better man than me, because let me get this show started for 30 minutes without you, and I'm gonna be slandering your fucking name.
I was over here saying I miss cousin Nico. And I was like, I wish he was here. And they were both like, shut the fuck up. We don't need him. And I was like, man.
Look, actually, that's horseshit. That's horseshit. He was saying to BC, he's like, you know what? You should replace Nico.
Ooh,
that's what he was saying.
All right, I'm going to tune in. I'm going to check it out.
Check it out, man.
Every second that I would have on this air without you, I would have turned them motherfuckers off. I would have turned Ben off. I would have turned Brandon off. Just cut live to me right now. Just make me one right now. So I let the people know. Will ain't shit. And he ain't coming here. He don't want to see y'all. He don't respect y'all.
Are you finished, man? I didn't want to interrupt you.
My fault. Did you mute me for the people?
No.
You don't like his attitude, do you, Will?
Hell no, I don't like his attitude, man.
don't even cue him up.
There it is. But look.
You ain't shit, Ben.
Hey, Ben, look. This one right here, you know we're not going to be able to do too much longer. I don't know if you've seen this one before, but check this out. It's going to be deleted soon because it's not going to... That's only for right now, though. Yeah. 2022, that shit is getting deleted.
Right. That's because you got to put my head over Xavier Woods now.
Maybe Zelina Vega if you're lucky. That's what's up, Nico.
I actually like that. I like that. If Nico, you fuck around and stop me out for this year, you could put my head on Zelina.
It's gonna happen. All right, bro. You want to take it to the house, bro?
Come on, man. Thank y'all for joining us here again. Well, what number is this, man? We on 80 yet?
This is episode 77. And Nico, look, you weren't here, so I didn't do it, bro. I was saving this for you, but I have a new intro for the show. Ready for this? This is me. I'm ready to do it.
All right,
I'm gonna say,
come on, baby.
Ladies and gentlemen, pimps and hoes, you are watching the Fight God Show. Boom. That's the new intro, but I didn't do it. I saved it for you, Nico.
I love it, man. There is no need to adjust your screen. It's not Bruce Buffer, but you've been here live with TMG. Thanks for joining us, episode 77. We'll holler at y'all on Sunday. Peace.